In order to register for Vacation Bible School or anything else at Clearview, go to www.clearviewbc.com. A lot of times the current things that you're registering for will be scrolling right here, and so you will see that Vacation Bible School is there. Sometimes it'll, depending on what we're highlighting, it may be down here. And then in worst case, if you don't happen to see it there, you can go to our events, and there's upcoming events here. You could actually even go to the calendar and find an event. But I'm just going to go to Vacation Bible School. And so I want to register children for Vacation Bible School. In order to do that, I have to log in, and that's because we need to know who you are in order to get all the information from your family so that every time you register for something, you're not asked to do this multiple times. We know the information about you and your kids, so we don't have to ask you to fill that out. So if you don't have an account, you have to hit register. And so I'll want to create an account. So I'll just pick um, John Smith, and it'll tell me, yep, that's available. And I'll need to give it a password, and then confirm that password. And it looks like that password is okay. So I need to give it um, a name and an email address. And now I'm going to be dummying up an email address for this purpose. And then just some basic information about me, the person that's doing the registering. And so I'm going to, I should give it a phone number. That would be very helpful for us, and tell us that it's text enabled. Um, and then an address. We'd like to have that. A lot of times with our kids' events, the directors like to send postcards to the kids, whatever. So we would prefer having that. So once we've provided that basic information about that, um, so it's telling me there is somebody else in our database that has this name. You may or may not find that, but I'm going to say that no, none of these are me. Um, I'm not going to say that one of them is me because I'm completely new. Now, if it happens to find something that shows you, that's great. So now you're logged in. It shows that John is logged in. You'll need to remember that password that you gave it. So I need to know how many kids I'm registering. So let's just register one kid today. And it wants to know, is this child in the immediate family of John Smith? Now, if you're registering somebody that's not in your immediate family, say you're registering a neighbor, then you'd want to say none of the above and then provide the information. But let's say this is somebody in your family, and right now we don't show anybody in your family other than you. Um, so we need to add a family member. So I'm going to create. We'll make it. Um, yeah, let's go back and do this a different way. And then notice it inherits the address that I gave it. So I need to know a um, I need to know a birth date for this child. That's important for our children's programs. So let's say that this was March 1st and 2021, and I need to know what gender they are. Um, And then it's important for us to know what grade they're in. I didn't calculate that, so that looks like a key 5. Um, and then, is it okay for us to take pictures and use on our social media of your child? You can say yes or no on that. There are situations where it's not okay to do that. Just let us know. And then, are there any allergies this child has? If there aren't, please don't type in none, just leave it blank. Same thing, are there special needs or medical concerns that we need to know about? Provide those, but don't type none if there aren't any. And then I need to have an emergency contact for this kid, for this child. So I'm probably going to give it my own cell phone number. Um, oops, I need to give it a name. So I'll give it Daddy's name, and we'll make up a number and give it an emergency contact number. And then, is there anybody else in that you're going to allow to pick up your child besides you? If there isn't, now you're going to have to put something in there because it's a required field. You see that red dot says it's required. You'll have to put something in there. So you could just say only me, something like that. Or you could list, um, you know, another parent, a grandparent, uh, somebody else that you would allow um, to pick up your child. But if there wasn't anybody, I'm just going to put NA. And then, what church does this child attend? Once you've done that, then it's showing that we're going to be registering this child. We hit finish, and registration is over. You'll get an email telling you that the registration is done for that child. And that's all you got to do. Now, from then on, you'll be able to log into Clearview, and you'll be able to see things like recent registration. So that registration you just did, now it is going to make me go back here and log in. So it's going back and showing me the registration that I did. There's nothing you can do to change it at this point, so there's not a lot of value in that particular registration um, in going back and looking at it. But that's all you need to do to be able to register for Vacation Bible School or other kids programs that we have.